Alright, so there's a quest here on Petrechor, however you say that name of that island, and it is right here on the
So
docks
long
by
as
where we
the
come across
audience
the first
thinks
of the
that seeing
guys
is
when we came
believing,
here.
there's no limit to the
Let's go
number
see
of
what this is
tricks I can
about.
pull off.
Do you two happen to be heading to sea as well? If so, please, could I trouble you to bring me along to Beda Harbor? My wave rider's pretty small. Ah, I see. Oh dear, this is going to be a toughie. Well, if it's really urgent, we could still help. Oh, what kind of souls you are. In any case, my name is Gilletta, and I sell instruments. Not long ago, I inked an order with some outlander gentleman for a batch of materials from them. I mean, even the greatest artisan wouldn't be able to fashion an instrument from nothing. According to the contract, the payment must be made these 2 days at Beta Harbor, but I overslept and missed the last boat. Uh, it might be the nightmares I've been having lately, but I couldn't sleep well. It is my fault, of course, but right now I need to get to Beta Harbor. So if you'd be willing to help, I'd be immensely grateful. 3 times the going rate, that's what I'll pay. 3 times? You sure are generous, huh? Well, it's a matter of trust and reputation. This is life and death for us business people. Well, it sure seems that way. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on board, sailor. Thank you so much, good sir. Yes, we're here. Thank you both so much. Now I can deliver the payment as promised. We can't have our outlander friend viewing us spontaneous as fickle folk who flip on their agreements. Well then, here's the payment, as promised. Yee, shiny Mora, as long as there's some to be had, we can do business. That said, traveler, since we're here already, why don't we have a look around? Even if we were to go back to Petra now. Did you two come here from Petrachor by any chance? Hey, don't just talk to people from behind like that. You gave Paimon a fright. Oh, did I startle you? My apologies. Truly, I simply could not contain myself upon hearing my hometown's name. Did you really have to get this excited, though? Well, I left home when I was young, and I haven't been back since. 10 years flew by while I did business in Sumeru. 10 years without word from home. Well, since you've come from there, could you tell me how things have been going? Right. I forgot to introduce myself. Just call me Gustono. Hello there, Gustono. Paimon's name's Paimon, and this is Traveler, and we've come to the right people. We have a deep understanding of pet treacher, after all. Wouldn't he think we're crazy if we told him that we followed a cat and wound up disrupting an ancient plot and resolving the crisis in his hometown, though? Well, those things did happen, but it would sound like pure nonsense. Uh, Petrachar is doing great. How great, you ask? As great as before, that's how. Really? Just before, then? That's good, that's good. Speaking of which, would it be better for you to go, since you're a local, rather than relying on us outsiders? You speak reason. I should do, yes. I did not bat an eyelid when I left it all behind back then, yet now I shrink back from desire to return. How strange. My courage fails me as I grow older. If I hadn't found this flute in my baggage while packing, a short flute made of bone, you can see the faint marks time has left upon it. When I left home, I had nothing with me but this flute. In truth, my family disapproved of my departure, and my father snuck the instrument out to me at the last minute. Good times, those. Not a mora to my name, but with the flute strains flowing free, a fire in my belly, and a dream. It was like the whole world was mine for the seizing. Later, I would make lots of friends in Sumeru, and my business would grow. Ah, If only I could have written them a letter. But I had all but forgotten my family and home. Ahem. Anyway, if I may make such a request, would you be willing to take me with you when you return to Pachar? So, you gonna pay us triple too? Triple? That's right, the lady we just ferried over had urgent business to attend to, so she paid us triple for the ride. Well, I should have enough for that. Alright, I'll pay you triple too. Strike while the iron is hot, as they say. Since I've decided to return home, any delay would be detrimental. Well, we're not exactly professional boatmen or anything, but hee such premiums are tough to refuse. My wave rider's fast and steady boat. Hop on board and we'll be off. Thank you. So now we're acting as ferrymen. You don't look so good. You sure you're okay? I'm just a bit seasick. Ugh, sorry. I'll just rope over there for a bit. Be right back. Eh? Sure. But don't forget to come back as soon as possible. Uh-oh. Is he trying to wiggle his way out of paying? Wait, something's not right. Why isn't Gastino back yet? Huh? Didn't he say he was a big shot, booming businessman, though? Was he fibbing? Either way, we gotta find him, and fast. I think that Fatui agent that we had seen in the cutscene might have something to do with this. Find out where Gastino went. Oh, this is actually, okay. I've not seen any such person. Has something happened? If there's an emergency case that requires special patrol services, well, it's not anything urgent, really. Anyway, we'll be looking elsewhere. Hello there. Have you seen a merchant from Fontaine dressed in Sumeru garb? Oh. So this fellow you're looking for is named Gastino, and he claims to be from Petrachar? That's right. Have you seen him? Wait, were you two acquainted from before? Just acquainted? Ha! Still, even if I recognize him, I wonder if he still recognizes his little brother. So many years away, and not a letter sent back. Why, I've already had a tombstone erected for him behind the town. And now he's back, and he hasn't paid his boat fare? Disgraceful. We shouldn't comment too much as outsiders. Wait, but we're the victims here, aren't we? And if Christina really does faint from discomfort somewhere, fine. I'll go search together with you. I'm a local, so I know our surroundings better. Always. Also, I have some idea as to where he'll be. By the fishing location. Huh? Are you pulling my leg? I'm sorry, but I really don't remember. Don't you know what this uniform means? Does it remind you of anything? Of course I know what you do, but I'm debt-free. Or I should be, unless a friend took a loan in my name. A friend? Who cares about those excuses? I only recognize what's written here on the contract in black and white, and it's my duty to make violators pay up. This is my first job, you know. I want to be worthy of this uniform, so I showed up at the specified location 3 days in advance. 3 days! I spent them thinking about the excuses you'd make to get out of paying, and how I'd respond. And then you just upped and ran? All that effort I put in, wasted. Now I've no choice but to go by the book and teach you a lesson first, and then bring you back to report. No, I don't want to leave Petrachar anymore. Help me! Stop it! Does any amount of money warrant such cruel treatment? Please, traveler, don't let him hurt Gastino. Only you can stop him now. Wait, Was this the person the lady was supposed to
I
pay?
will have order. Solidify.
Let the magic begin! Surprise! Step on up!
Here comes the finale.
Hired help? Seriously? Would you rather pay through the nose for a powerful bodyguard than just follow a contract? I'll never understand your nutrients. Actually, I'm also here to collect a debt. That's right, he hasn't paid us our triple boat fare yet, fare either. But you know, if he's in this much debt, it seems unlikely that we'll get paid at all. No, I still have enough for the boat fare. I counted. I should be fine on that front. Then what about the contract and debt he speaks of? Is that perchance the souvenir you're giving us after more than 10 years? How could you say that, Giovanni? I really don't know a thing about the contract he's talking about. Ah, I don't know what to say to make you believe me, though. Heh, the handbook says that people who will lie and do all they can to wriggle out of debt, but the contract is clearly written. Don't you even try. You still owe us payment for 10 crates of materials to make those blasted flutes of yours. Wait, what did you say? Flutes? Are you still sticking to the pretense even now? Patapazia or Grr, you Fontanians sure have names that are annoying to pronounce. Sorry, but who's that? My name is Gustino. Gustino Pasquella. One moment, let me see. Gilletta Partashapizia from Petrachar. That seems to be a woman? Wait, if you're not that woman, then why were you going on about flute back there at Beta Harbor? I was talking about this flute? This is the flute my father gave me when I was about to leave home. He hoped that I would inherit the family business of instrument making, but forget it. Hold on, if this had nothing to do with you, then why did you run? I'm sorry, but I really don't remember. I said that, didn't I? But you sounded so aggressive and looked so frightening. What was I going to do except to run? Well, this is my first job. One to remember. Of course I had to double my enthusiasm. To the point that you showed up 3 days in advance? Well, it looks like your career's in dire straits now. Then where did Gilletta Pachaja go? Speaking of that, the lady we ferried over first works in the instrument business, you know. The one who was going to be late for a business transaction? Didn't she call herself Gilletta? What? So she is in Beta Harbor now? I have to find her as soon as possible. She seems to care a lot about credibility, so she probably wouldn't default. You're going to get scammed if you hold on to such naive ideas. People lie. That's what the handbook says. Anyway, I've got to go find her immediately. Didn't even look at the frickin' person's name! Ugh! And didn't even ask if it was him first either. Seriously, where does he get the cheek to lecture Paimon based on that handbook of his? He was the one who made a mistake. What a farce. I see you're the same as ever, big brother. Always sucking people into whatever trouble you get into. I don't know whether to laugh or be angry. I'm sorry, Giovanni. I'm sorry for the trouble, you two, but this is no place for a chat. Let's find a spot where I can treat you to some snacks and we'll talk. What is the name of this quest? Latecoming Homecoming. Our town's a small place, and our desserts and tea are all quite ordinary, so they might not look like much to you who have traveled and seen much. Giovanni, why do you have to talk like this? My heart is made of flesh and blood, just as yours is. It, too, can be hurt. Is that so? And here I thought that the heart of one who cares so little about their family would be made of immovable stone. Guess well, Paimon didn't think it'd turn out like this. This is so awkward. Stop arguing. You're going to spoil the taste of the snacks. Anyway, you brothers have been reunited after many years, so shouldn't you be happier about that? Hey, traveler, come on. Help talk some sense into them, would you? I envy you. At least you've been reunited. Actually, Traveler's still searching for his missing sister. Explanations! I see. It must be hard to have to scour the world for your family, and you're so young, too. I'm sure your sister has her reasons. I don't think she's forgotten you or has intentionally broken off contact. Please don't hate her for it. Actually, never mind my problem. You two... Uh, to have been guided by a youth like you, we have truly shamed ourselves as elders. We may have had our disagreement, but we are still brothers. Thank you, Giovanni. But don't be so quick to thank me. It was you who voluntarily gave up the family business. Now I'm the legal heir to the Pasquale name. No matter how you... It's alright, Giovanni. I know what you mean. But of all the things I've lost, I regained the most precious of them. As for the rest, I don't need them. Again, don't speak too soon. That novice debt collector wasn't talking out of his hat when he said that people lie. In that case, we'll just sign a contract. Write a statement in black and white, or perhaps if some other means suits you better. You don't have to go that far. It seems you're quite the same as you used to be, but I've changed. I'm not the man I was before. Let me work in your workshop. I shall be your assistant, just as you were mine when we were little. Do your best, then. I'm not going easy on you just because you're my big brother. Of course, no worries. Well, so guess the two of you have made up now, huh? Yes, thank you so much for your help. Why, I somehow feel as if the triple price fare was hardly enough. It's just a shame I only have this much on me. If you can sit yourself down and work hard in the workshop, repaying your kindness would be a simple matter. Hear that? Giovanni's going to take good care of me. If we should have the chance to meet again, I'll treat you to. Well, that was an interesting quest line, and my controller decided it's not going to... Yep, it disconnected. There we go. So let's see. That's it for that for today, and the quest is done, so that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.